Hey there, Rob Jones here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the diabolical Quizlander in 6 easy steps. Okay, so the first step is to download and unzip the file. Okay, so let's hop on over to the browser and I'll show you where to find it. Okay, here, so I'm in week 2 of the training, and if you just scroll down to the week 2 bonuses, you can open up the diabolical Quizlander template, and all you need to do, like it says, right click, save as. So I'm going to right click, save link as, and go find a spot to save it and just save it there. Okay, now I'm going to go find the folder. Alright, so I have the folder, and all you need to do is unzip it. I'm on a Mac. I think it works exactly the same on a PC. You just go to your file manager, double click it, and that will unzip it. If you have issues unzipping it, I don't know, sometimes you may need to download a program to unzip files, but if you have a current modern computer, then it should just unzip it by double clicking it. And if you open it, there's all the files here. Okay, so that's what you're going to upload to the server. So let's move on to step 2. So step 2 is simply to rename the folder to whatever you want the page to be called on your website. So let's hop back on over to the file manager. Alright, so here we are in the file manager, and we're going to rename our folder. So this is what it will be called on your website. So it will be your domain, your web domain, / whatever you call it here. So suppose that we're doing a metabolism quiz. Okay, so maybe we're promoting the Venus factor or something like that, where they talk about metabolism in their VSL. So you would rename it to metabolism quiz. And now it's ready to be for the next step. So let's hop into the next step. Okay, so step 3 is to simply upload the file folder to your website. And this is pretty basic stuff, but I'll run through it real quick. Essentially, there's 2 ways you can do this, and let me show you the first way real quick. So I've logged into the cPanel here in my browser for my website. You should have that information when you signed up for website and hosting. All you need to do is scroll down and find the file manager icon, and when you click on that, it will open up a file manager where you can upload your file and select a folder on your website or on the main area of the website. Now, I don't use this method. If you want to use this method, you could go Google it on, or you could go search it on YouTube or on Google. It's really simple. I'm going to show you the method that I use, which is just through FTP. Okay, so let me hop on over to my FTP program. So here I am in the program I like to use. It's called FileZilla. It works on PC and Mac. And again, this is not a tutorial on how to do basic file uploads. You can go search on YouTube, or you can go to the tutorials for FileZilla if you want to learn that stuff if you haven't already learned FTP. This is really basic stuff. So just find the folder that you created and go to your website to where you want to upload it, whether it's on the main domain or in a subfolder, and just go ahead and upload it to that directory. And then I'm going to hop on over into my web domain and we'll take a look. So there it is. Here we are on the website. There's the folder in the folder that I specified where I uploaded it, and now the file is live on my website. Okay, so let's move along to the next step now. Okay, so step number 4 is to customize your landing page. And in this step, we're going to customize the image. We're going to customize the paragraph text and headline, and we're going to customize the questions as well as your contact page, your privacy policy, your terms, all of that stuff. I'll show you how to do that. It's really simple, but I'll walk you through it. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and customize our image. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've found an image, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my new image to my folder. So there's a couple of steps that you need to do here. So within FileZilla, you can select a file. Index.php is the actual file for the Quizlander. So if I right-click this and I say View Edit, it allows me to edit it in my text editor. And when I save it, the files will be updated on the server, and so I can go refresh the page and I can see it. Again, if you're completely new to HTML, this might seem kind of tricky, but if you've already done this stuff, it might seem sort of basic and you can skip ahead. But I'll just show you how to edit this stuff. Okay, so here is the file, and so what we're going to do is we're going to edit the image, and so we're going to find the spot where it says image weird fruit. Okay, so if we hop on over here, you can see, whoops, I just lost it. Let me go find it again. There we go. Okay, so you see image weird fruit.jpg, JPEG. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, which is quiz-image.png, and I'm going to upload that. And there, now you see quiz-image.png is there. So now what I can do is I can hop on over into the text editor, and I can take this image, this name here, source code. And again, this is basic HTML stuff. So if this looks confusing, just go through this video again slowly. If you need more help, you can Google basic HTML stuff on YouTube. But again, this is simple stuff. So just change the name, save it. I'm going to hit Command S or Control S, depending on if you're on a PC or a Mac. And when I hop on over to FileZilla, it will ask if I want to upload this file back to the server. I click yes. And let me hop on over here, and let's refresh the page. Now we've got a new image. Okay, so that's how we do the image. Next, let's update the headline. So we've got what killed their diabetes, medical mystery solved. Let's hop back on over here, and let's find that right here. What killed their diabetes, medical mystery solved. We can delete that, and we can type something new. Caps lock, your metabolism. This is not a great copy or anything, but go back and review the other sections for actual tips on how to write the copy. Hit save, head on over to FileZilla, say yes. Once it's uploaded, we can hop on over, refresh the page, and look, it just refreshed it. Same with this text. Now I'm not going to run through each of these, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So we got rogue researcher Dr. Roy Taylor. If we hop on over here, we got rogue researcher. There we go. So Dr. Roy Taylor. So I'll change it to Dr. Bill Taylor. Hit save. Go to click yes in FileZilla. Head on over here. Hit refresh. Right there it says Roy. Hit refresh. Now it says Bill. So you can edit that text there. The question, again, this is a very simple process. You just go and you find the thing that you want to replace on the page. Go find it in the file and just type on over it. Leave the quotes in place. For example, do you know anyone? Let me just copy that. Let me hop on over here, and I'm going to hit Control F. I'm going to paste it in there. Find the next one. There we go. Do you or anyone you know work for a diet supplement company? Save that. Load it to FileZilla. Hit refresh. Now it says diet supplement. Okay, so that's the process. It's really simple to update this stuff. Okay, that's all there is to it, really. You just go through the file. You know, here's all the questions. Here's question 3. Here's question 4. And that's it. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure. Let me just test this. Hopefully this doesn't hopefully this doesn't go bad while we're watching. I believe you can add another question. So you'd have to change the ID to step 5. And data step 5, question 5. And I'll just say this is a test question. And then here we got let's see, S2, S3, S4, S5. Just change all the numbers. Okay, let's see if that works. Let me hit save. Hop on over. Yes. Let me refresh this page. And let's jump through these. And there's question number 5. This is a test question. And it will continue on with the steps. Looks like it didn't cycle through question 5 there, so we would probably have to go through and add that as well. So I don't know, I probably wouldn't mess with that too much, but you can experiment with this. And just follow, they say 2, 3, 4, 5, just follow the pattern. Now we put 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's slightly different. So question 5, valid. And then here we've got let's copy one of these ones. Let's paste it. So we'll change that to follow the pattern 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, so we got checking our proprietor smart match system, checking you're a match, please read our 3 rules, and I guess we'll just change that to checking. And I'll hit save. Let's jump on over here, hit refresh. Let's try that. Question 5. So we got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 5 valid. And the little subtitles underneath them, we edited those. So that's how you can edit the questions. Now let me show you how the privacy policy works, and the terms and the earnings and the contact. Now we are not lawyers. We filled this out with some canned stuff. So if you want to create your own privacy policy, I suggest you do. Again, we're not liable for what you put on here. So make sure you do your due diligence. But I want to show you how it works from a technical perspective. What happens is we've got a contact link at the bottom. If you click on that, that will link over to the contact page, which has contact, and it just names your address. It says contact at your webaddress.com. So contact, this website is viralconversion.com. So that's linked to from the privacy page. That's linked to from the terms page, contact. Okay, again, these you can find. There are free websites online that will create terms of service agreements for you. They'll create privacy policies. We're not lawyers. It's up to you to edit this if you want to have your own policy. And then earnings disclaimer, basic disclaimer, and everything links to the contact page. Now the contact page, let me hop into FileZilla, and let me just scroll this down, and let's edit that contact page. Okay. So here's our contact page. Now this code, if you insert a contact email address here, I instructed our programmer to set this up so it would automatically insert a contact email. But if you want a different contact email, for example, if instead of contact@viralconversion.com, you want, just copy that. You want, I don't know, info. I would hit save. And let me hit yes in FileZilla so that it can upload it. And then if I refresh this page, it's now replaced. But if you do nothing, if you leave that blank, if you leave this little field blank, I hit save, then the automatic selection will be to grab your domain name, add contact at the beginning, and it will be contact@yourdomainname.com. So maybe the easiest path is when you set up a domain name, just set up an email address, contact@yourdomainname.com, and then you don't have to edit any code there. Okay, so that's how you edit the picture, that's how you edit the headline, that's how you edit this text here, that's how you edit these questions, that's how you add or subtract a question. It's also how you, I've also shown you how you edit the processing sort of section. And actually I forgot to show you how to edit the last bit, but again, it should be simple by now. You see the process, it's got the text underneath, checking you're a match, please read our rules, checking, and it redirects to this page. You'll probably want to update this stuff to match, like if it says Dr. Taylor here, you probably don't want that to say Dr. Taylor if you're promoting a different offer that doesn't have Dr. Taylor. You want to make it match. Okay, and this one is talking about big pharma secrets, so you may want to have this match to the diet industry or whatever industry that you're in. This talks about sugary foods because it's a diabetes thing. Okay, you may want to put something else in there, following the psychology in the recording from the webinar that we did, the live training, the recording we did. You want to edit all these, but the process to edit these is the same. Okay, so let me hop into that file, and you would just scroll down, and here we go. So you must not talk about the details of this. You can see where it says, number 1, you must not talk about the details, okay? And number 2, you can go in and you can edit these, update it, and this will be edited. Anything that you want to edit, just hop in here and you can do it. It's some basic stuff. You know, if you screw up, you can always do Control-Z to undo something and move backwards, but that's the basic process. So, you know, if you go in here and you accidentally, I don't know, like, let's hop up here and let's screw something up and see how what'll happen. So maybe I go in and I go in here and I accidentally deleted that. I save that, and I hop on over and I say yes. Then I jump over and I refresh this. Well, that didn't really screw much up. Let's hoping something bigger would screw up. Well, anyway, I'll hit Control-Z. Let's say that I delete that. See if I can screw something up. I'm trying to screw something up. Let's refresh this. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. If something gets screwed up, if you land on the page and everything is all screwy, then just go backwards. Just hit undo. Okay, if you've got your image, I don't know, if your image gets screwed up, there, I screwed up the image code. go back over here. Just go undo until you get back to wherever you were. Save it. I don't know what happened, so I just went backwards. No problem. This stuff is not difficult, even if you don't have any experience with HTML. Okay, now let's hop into the next step. Alright, next step, step number 5, is to add your hop link. This is your ClickBank hop link that goes to the offer. So to do this, let's hop on over to ClickBank. So here we are on the ClickBank marketplace, and you can scroll through here and you can choose a product to promote. All you need to do is click promote and enter in your vendor ID. I'll enter mine, create, and they give you your hop link. And now all we need to do is hop on over into our text editor, and the place to put it is right here where it says agree link. And if you just put in your hop link there, now when people click on the agree button at the end of the quiz, they say I agree, it will take them to this link. Okay, so this step is really simple. That's all there is to it. You don't need to add any tracking. Okay, you don't need to add anything onto the end. Don't copy the bottom one, copy the top one, and that's all there is to it. Click Save, hop on over into FileZilla, say yes, and it's now uploaded, and you are good to go with your hop link. Okay, so let's go test it out. Oops. Let's hop on over to our quiz. Let's refresh this. And let me just go through this and click the answers. So it's going to cycle through everything that we've configured. Question 3 valid, question 4 valid, question 5 valid. And down below we've got our agree link. So when somebody clicks this agree link now, it should take us to our hop link. And here is the product that we're promoting. So let's test this. Let's click the add to cart button. And here's the ClickBank page. And if I scroll down, you can see there that they've got my affiliate ID down the bottom. Okay, so that's how you insert your hop link. Now let's hop on to the next step. Okay, on to step 6, the final step, and that is setting up your tracking links. Now we've set up the software or the landing pages in a very specific way so that you don't need any third-party tracking software. So let me show you how you can use that. So let's hop on over to the browser. Okay, so here we are on our quiz lander that we have set up, and all you need to do to set up a tracking ID, and you should track everything. You should track which ad, you should track which audience. Basically, you want to track the source, and then you want to see, if you're testing different pre-sale pages, you can track that, and just follow the instructions that we went over in we'll go over the instructions for this on the webinar. But here's an example. So all you do is put TID equals and anything that you want to track. Okay, so if you want to track add 1, and I use Z as a separator, so we might say add 1, men 30, men 45. So at ClickBank you can only use letters and numbers. So maybe men 45 to 65. And then we add a Z and we say pre-sale 1. Then when you go into ClickBank, it will track all of that stuff, and you can see which one drove the most sales, which ad, which audience, and so every time that you do an ad, throw on a tracking ID, and we'll go into more detail on this, of course, in the optimization section in week 4, but let me just show you. So if I hit that, I'm on this page, I go through, click all the things, run through the same process, and I'll let it cycle through. Let me just scroll down here. Click agree. And let's click on our Add to Cart button. So click my product that we chose. And now if we scroll down, you'll notice that it says Jones RQ, that's my ID, there's a period, and then there's the tracking ID that I set up. So when I make a sale, I can go into my reports in ClickBank and I can say, show me the tracking IDs, and I will be able to see which tracking IDs led to a sale. So I will know where I'm making my money, and I can optimize my campaigns. And again, we'll get into a lot of detail on optimizing and scaling up in week 4, but this shows you how you can do it without using any kind of tracking software at all, just using our pre-sale landers. Okay, so that's all there is to using the diabolical quiz lander page. And I will see you again in the next video.